for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see what you ask. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, play. Say so what you gonna do with it? Stop playing with it, play. No. If you gonna do it, then do it. Don't play with it, play. Exactly. Yeah. You ain't built like that.
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. And here comes Ben Roethlisberger out onto the field, ready to lead the Steeler offense.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out now comes two-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his 4th year now in the league as he gets set to operate this Houston Texans offense.
When we talk about the best dual quarterbacks in the NFL, don't leave Deshaun Watson out of the conversation. 2 straight years he's been a Pro Bowler. Excellent numbers again last season with 26 touchdown passes, 7 more added on the ground, and firm leadership and control of his Houston Texans team. Now he's looking forward to taking the next step and beating Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson in the playoffs and getting the Houston Texans to a Super Bowl.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
Catch there by Kenny Stills. And he joined Houston last season and showed once again, as he has shown throughout his career, he can be a very reliable, good complementary receiver.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
There's a good reception there by Will Fuller. And if you're looking for breakout players in 2020, he's a big-time candidate for it because he has a rapport with Deshaun Watson. And now with DeAndre Hopkins no longer in Houston, he could be their top receiver.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
3rd down.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. A give, the first man through, Gillespie, the fullback. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On 1st and 10, Watson, open man, the tight end Fells. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere he looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
That's complete, right around the 8.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
From the gun, here's Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And I guess that's where you turn on 4th and goal to your muscle back there. Hand him the football. He does the dirty work.
I think you're asking a lot of your defense there, right? Having to make the stand, have to prepare for just about any type of play to be called, and then here comes the power right at you. On that play, the big man got into the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Johnson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as they'll get this up to about the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line.
Good catch there by Eric Ebron, and the Steelers are hoping that they see the 2018 version of this young man. 66 catch, 750 yards, and 13 touchdowns. And that was good enough for second in the league with the Indianapolis Colts. The Steelers like to throw to the tight end. They hope Ebron is the guy.
Roethlisberger quickly to the flat.
Pass complete to James Washington.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Ross Blacklock in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Intercepted by the Texans.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's third down. They only needed a few inches there on second, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure with their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the first down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
Watson on third down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Down, Texan.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Watson a give. This is Johnson.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
The tackle made by Devin Wood. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
20-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here are the Texans to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against the Baltimore Ravens, and they have the lead here as well. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34-yard line. Here's Johnson. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
The tackle made
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
The ball carrier.
12 more yards there and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st down, it's Watson. Over the middle, it's Fells. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
11 yards there, 1st down, and quickly they get to the line.
Now he'll try to run with this.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Downfield offense.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Still 1st down.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
35-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now Johnson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Texans.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, a run for Johnson.
Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
No good. That keeps the score Texans.
He had it online, gave it a pretty good ride too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And Brandon, you know kickers very well. I bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups. But here, he's a foot or so from clearing that bar.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback.
Brings up 3rd down.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Roby on the coverage defensively.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. They'll look to run with Connor, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping for.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
They'll try to run down some clock with Johnson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
4-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Watson. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
it.
A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset from the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Johnson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. It means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for them.
On second down, Johnson looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Texans, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.